Another valuable tip is to bet on perennial plants, which grow back year after year, reducing the need for frequent replanting. So, in addition to saving time, you also save money. And who doesn't like that combination? After all, easy gardening is the kind that adapts to your daily routine without causing constant worries. In addition to the right choices, small landscaping tricks can enhance the effect of these plants. The truth is that it is possible to create a stunning garden design with recycled and repurposed materials, all while helping the environment. Old pallets can be transformed into planters, used tires can be turned into creative vases, and even PET bottles can be reused for smart irrigation systems. The most incredible thing is that these items are not only inexpensive, but they also add a unique touch of personality to the space, making residential landscaping even more interesting. And who doesn't like a beautiful and cozy backyard after a long day? With small landscaping tricks and a well-planned play of light, any outdoor space can be given new life. And speaking of affordable solutions, how about reusing materials to create a sustainable and personality-filled landscape? One of the biggest myths about landscaping is that you need to spend a lot to have a beautiful backyard. White stones around shrubs create a beautiful contrast, while a wooden path between plants adds a rustic and elegant touch. Small ponds or fountains can also be used to create focal points that further highlight the beauty of the garden. With this arrangement, the yard gains a sophisticated and natural aesthetic at the same time, enhancing every detail of the garden design. The secret to a well-planned spring landscaping is choosing the right elements and harmoniously arranging the layers. Don't miss out. The secret is to balance functionality and aesthetics, ensuring that every corner shines just right. In addition to beauty, lighting in residential landscaping can also be sustainable. Solar lights are a great option, as they charge during the day and turn on automatically at night without using electricity. LED strips in strategic areas, such as decks and flower bed edges, create an incredible visual effect without increasing the electricity bill. Lavender, basil, and sunflowers are excellent options for attracting butterflies, while plants like pepper trees and hibiscus are irresistible to birds. Creating a garden that acts as a refuge for these creatures brings more life to the space, in addition to being a way to contribute to ecological balance. Another interesting trick to attract birds and butterflies is to include water sources in the yard. The secret to sustainable landscaping is in the creative eye. That old wooden ladder can be a great plant shelf, and painted tires can be used as benches or even as decorative elements in the garden. Not to mention glass bottles, which can be transformed into beautiful lamps to illuminate the garden at night. By using these materials creatively, the backyard becomes a reflection of whoever lives there, full of life, originality, and, of course, a lot of style. In addition, native plants are always a safe bet, as they are accustomed to the soil and climate of the region. The secret is to combine practicality with beauty, ensuring a stunning garden without excessive effort. Spring is the perfect time to bring life to the backyard, and some plants practically do the job all by themselves. Species such as sunflowers and daisies bloom beautifully without requiring much care, creating a vibrant and welcoming residential landscape. And the best part? This type of residential landscaping not only beautifies the environment, but also helps to improve the microclimate of the space, making everything cooler and more welcoming. Choosing the right plants makes all the difference for a successful vertical garden. Species such as ivy, snake plants, and ferns adapt very well to this format, creating a natural green curtain full of life. For those who like a touch of color, flowers such as petunias and begonias bring joy to the environment without requiring much care. Furthermore, investing in self-watering pots or drip systems makes maintenance easier and prevents plants from drying out, ensuring sustainable, low-maintenance landscaping. Another great advantage of vertical gardens is the possibility of customization. Investing in different heights and textures prevents the yard from looking monotonous and lifeless. In addition, this technique makes maintenance easier, since each plant has its own defined space and does not compete for light or nutrients. And what if the space is small? No problem. Vertical gardens and creative solutions can transform even the smallest corners into true green havens. Not everyone has a spacious backyard, but that doesn't mean it's impossible to have a stunning garden. Not everyone has time to take care of a garden that requires constant attention, and that's where low-maintenance plants come in. Choosing species that adapt well to the season and local climate makes all the difference for a beautiful backyard landscape without the hassle. Lavender, succulents, and hydrangeas are great options, as they bring color and charm to the space without requiring daily watering. But if you want to attract even more life to your garden, how about adding some plants for pollinators? Having a beautiful garden doesn't just mean thinking about colors and textures. It's also about creating a space that attracts wildlife, such as birds and butterflies. When planning your backyard landscaping, you can include plants that encourage the presence of pollinators and wild animals. The use of mulch, for example, helps to maintain soil moisture, further reducing the need for frequent watering. The combination of species that complement each other in growth creates a harmonious garden, without one plant suffocating the other. And for those who love an extra touch of color, you can invest in creative pots and planters to spread beauty throughout the yard. And speaking of creating a charming design, the garden's structure can make all the difference. When the sun goes down, a good lighting project can completely transform the backyard, highlighting the landscaping in a sophisticated way. Solar lights along the paths create a welcoming effect and increase security, while spotlights positioned on trees and bushes give depth to the space. For a more modern touch, indirect lighting on walls and pergolas adds a special charm, creating the perfect environment for relaxing or entertaining friends. Another smart idea is to use lanterns hanging from branches or supports, bringing a rustic and romantic touch to the stunning garden. With good planning, it is possible to create an enchanting setting without needing to invest a lot. Each well-positioned light point helps to enhance the garden design, making the plants and decorative elements even more impressive at night. Vertical gardens are the perfect solution for those who want to make the most of every inch of space and add a touch of green to walls, fences, and even balconies. Trellises with hanging pots, repurposed supports, and wooden panels create a sophisticated and practical look without taking up any space on the ground. If you enjoyed the video and tips, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Oh, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new content about landscaping and gardening. We're here to help you make your backyard more beautiful every day. Take advantage of these ideas and get your hands dirty to create a unique space that truly reflects your personality. Oh, and if you want more tips on how to decorate your backyard and transform any outdoor space, stay tuned to our channel. Remember that with a little creativity, you can have a stunning and sustainable garden that will catch everyone's attention. And of course, the presence of wildlife, such as birds and butterflies, will only add even more charm to your space. So, now it's up to you. Which of these tips will you try first? Comment below and share your ideas and experiences. It'll be great to hear how you're transforming your backyard. Sustainable landscaping, then, goes far beyond plants and flowers. It is about creating a balanced ecosystem, where fauna is also an important part. This integration between the garden design and the surrounding environment results in a space that is not only visually enchanting, but also promotes environmental health. Now, when thinking about the next steps for your garden, remember that it is possible to create an incredible space for you and your four-legged visitors, with or without wings. Trees and shrubs such as jabuticaba or cypress trees provide structure to the yard, while lavender and hydrangeas add volume and color. This approach makes any space feel larger and more sophisticated, without the need for expensive renovations. In addition to plants, elements such as stones, decks, and pathways can reinforce this structure and make residential landscaping even more interesting. A well-structured garden doesn't happen by chance. It follows a design thought out to create depth and harmony. The layering technique in backyard landscaping is one of the best ways to transform an ordinary space into a stunning garden. The idea is simple: taller plants in the back, medium-sized species in the middle, and smaller flowers in the front, creating a natural and captivating effect. And speaking of creating a pleasant space, good lighting can really transform the ambiance at night. Now that you have all these amazing landscaping tricks in mind, you're more than ready to transform your backyard into a true paradise. Whether it's opting for low-maintenance plants, creating layers to give your garden depth, or even reusing materials to add that special touch, the options are endless. From simple structures made with recycled pallets to more elaborate designs with modular panels, there are options for all tastes and budgets. This technique not only enhances small spaces, but also transforms any dull wall into a real highlight. And speaking of enhancing the garden, the right lighting can make all the difference in creating an even more charming environment. In addition to being a great way to save money, reusing materials brings a sense of satisfaction, as if each piece had been transformed into something new and unique. And of course, this type of backyard landscaping is not only economical and creative, but also sustainable, which is increasingly important in today's world. And over time, the use of natural and recycled elements will only increase, making your garden not only beautiful, but also environmentally friendly. Small decorative water fountains or fountains not only beautify the space, but also serve as a point of attraction for these natural visitors. In addition, it is possible to add natural bird feeders, such as feeders made of fruits or seeds. These details make a big difference, transforming the yard into a true oasis for the local fauna, creating a vibrant and lively environment.